All right, hey girl, hey. I wanted it to be a little like FaceTimey, so let me put you up here real quick so we could get a little, yeah. Okay, hey again, y'all. My name is Qua. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my book corner. I hope you guys enjoy. I got my little mic on, so if you hear it rubbing up against the blanket, I am very sorry. Now, you see, I'm all comfy. Go ahead and get comfy, girl. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. We finna talk about B.A.E. Before Anyone Else by Jahquel J, okay? I thought I was gonna do like a little sequence and talk about everything, but honestly and truthfully, I'm not feeling that. So we're just going to talk about what comes to mind when I start talking about it, okay? If you have not read this book before, please go read it and come back and tell me what you think about it and then get into the conversation because I don't want you to stay here and listen to everything and then it be spoiler alert, okay? I'm not giving a spoiler alert. I've read this book already. Why don't you go ahead and go read it and then come back? Okay? All right. Anyways, let's talk about it. First of all, let's talk about Monet and all her issues. Monet. First of all, she got with that white man. He starts beating her ass, rapes her. She ends up getting pregnant by him, okay, because he raped her. Um, and then she decides, okay, damn, I'm pregnant, but I need to leave his ass because I can't stay with him no more. He ain't finna beat my ass no more. And so she moves in with her parents and her sister. And then, is it Monet? Yes, Monet. And then, honestly, I feel like he needed to be. They ain't got no cousins, nobody, no boy cousins that could come and beat his ass, because that's what he needed. He needs to get stomped into the ground. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, that is here nor there. Yeah, I wasn't feeling it when I read that. I was like, oh hell no, he needs to be stomped in the ground for sure, for sure, like for sure, stomped right in the ground. That's what he needs. And then she meets Hakeem. And how do I feel about her relationship with Hakeem? It moved too damn fast. Moved too damn fast. Okay? I feel like she just moved back in with her damn daddy and her mama and her sister. And then the next weekend she met Hakeem. And then the next weekend after that they was moving in together. And the next weekend after that they was engaged. That's how I feel. That's how fast I feel like it went. I feel like she didn't even get a chance to even know that man. If you hear something in the back, sorry, it's my sink or the radiator. I live in an old ass apartment building in New York City. What you want me to do? But anyway, long story short, she was moving too damn fast in that relationship. I feel like it went too quickly, way too quickly. Like blink of an eye, things was happening, and I just she was still fighting in her sleep with that man that was beating her ass. Okay, she's still fighting that man in her sleep, and she, it just, and then she was defending him still, so she had to go to therapy, and then she out here spending this man money left, right, and center, and he basically tricking on her, buying her houses and cars and bears and circuses and shit. He buying her every motherfucker thing. She out here spending money every day, not really staying with her child, who's not his child, by the way, not really staying with her child. And then he's telling her, bitch, you spending too much money. And she's telling him, you not spending enough time with me. And he's basically telling her, girl, I have to work because you keep spending the motherfucking money, ho. I don't give a damn how much money I have in my account. I still want it to look like a certain amount, and you keep spending the motherfucking money, and she just wasn't getting it. This is one thing about her and her sister Moet is they're very childish. They're very, very childish, and it's not even them being spoiled. Like I understand being spoiled, but I also understand you're doing too fucking much. And if you can't see past that, and first of all, the mother and the father raise their kids to be like that is crazy. Okay. They was getting on my nerves the whole book. I'm not even gonna hold you. But Miss Monet decides she gonna be screaming at him and hollering and carrying on because she want him to stop working so much. Which I understand, you want to be with your man, but you ain't got to scream at him every fucking time. He basically is telling you, listen, you spending all my money. I gotta work. I gotta make sure I got money in our account for our kids. Well, girl, why he off and went and told her, oh yeah, and I went and got my dick sucked, huh? I said, oh, he should be happy he's messing with Monet and not Moet, because Moet would have, baby, everything would have been on the floor, including your kneecaps, because it's no way you would have talked crazy like that to Moet. Moet would have had you in a fucking chokehold. The way she would have bop, bop, bop your ass real quick, and you went and got your dick sucked. Oh, baby. And then after he said it to her, she decided to leave. Uh, let's talk about, well, let me not say this, but Tammy was telling her, oh, you should have not just walked out. The man told me he went and got his dick sucked, and you thought I was about to sit there in his face and be like, okay, we could work through this? Nah, nah. Now, yeah, she was wrong for spending that man money and not really talking to him and just yelling at him. However, if somebody told me that, oh, yeah, I just went out and got my dick sucked, you best believe they leaving injured. You hear me? Injured. Yeah, you're leaving here injured. Black eye, busted lip, something, chipped teeth, something. Because Ace, no way you going to sit here and tell me you getting your dick sucked and yada, yada, yada. No, no, not at all. She eventually moves back in with that man. She got pregnant by him. This is another thing about this book was motherfuckers was getting pregnant left, right, and center. And I was just like, why? Like nobody, like why? Nobody's using condoms. Like everybody just getting pregnant. This one losing a baby. This one getting pregnant again. This one got pregnant. This one getting engaged. This one no longer engaged. This one getting married. And it's just like, what the hell is going on? Okay, let's go about Moet. Her first man, Keon, messing with the whole Blake, and gets this lady pregnant, even though she fucking with his brothers and ends up getting herpes from said brothers or whoever she was messing with. Okay, now Keon and Blake ends up getting in a relationship, yes, and raising their child together. And Moet beats Blake's ass after she finds out that Blake was messing with Keon. Now, your man is for the streets. He's communal dick, okay? And you're beating communal pussy ass for messing with your for the streets dick ass nigga. I don't get it. I'm not understanding. So when she beat that girl ass, I mean, hey, she deserved it, but also you know your man is for the streets, and that's not even your man. What you upset for? She meets Zane after she decides to tell Kai she's over him. And Zane is sitting here like, okay, girl, like, I really like you, blah, blah, blah. They fall in love. She ends up getting pregnant. They end up getting engaged. Then getting married. And within a year of knowing each other. And it's like, so y'all didn't even know each other like that. And, okay, Moet is like her sister. They're considered spoiled brats, but their attitude is horrible. They are very immature to be two grown women. And Miss Girl is a nurse. And this is another thing. She was taking off a lot of days from her job as a nurse. I didn't know nurses had that much leeway to just take days off, especially when they said they were already low on staff. So you just be taking days off to go live your best life. And then what I was real confused about, I know it's a book, but what I'm saying is in real life, you out here, well, not in real life, but in the book, I was confused because you're out here going to Miami and Vegas and all that, taking pictures and stuff. And I know, like, your job to be, like, watching your shit. So your job then be like, okay, bitch, you can't work here no more because you taking days off just for you to go have fun. You're not taking days off for no other reason. You feel me? But that's neither here nor there. I guess she had days off, I guess. Let me mind my business. So she starts, and Kai over here talking about something. I thought it was me and you. I thought it was me and you. Sir, please go fuck yourself. That's what you need to do. You need to go check yourself in the mental asylum because you must be a little slow. To think I'm going to be sitting here and stand behind you while you messing with everybody that every pussy that breathes and got a pulse. Basically, that's who you messing with, and I ain't got time to be staying with your ass. So absolutely not. Hello. And this one arguing back and forth. This man, first of all, what upset me the most with Zayn was he wanted to take. First of all, she just found out she was pregnant, and then he talking about some. Oh, we gonna travel the world for 6 months. Huh? Like what? She just found out she was pregnant, and she had a miscarriage before this. She just found out she was pregnant. Why the hell would you sit here and then want to travel the world with your newly pregnant fiance, wife, or whatever the fuck she was at the time? Because listen, why would you do that? I feel like you should wait till after the baby was born. Why would you want to do that and possibly put her through stress? Like, I don't get it. And then was trying to do the same thing again after she had the baby. I'm in confusion, saying like usually I'm on your side, and Tammy, I was a little upset with you for yelling at her for being selfish, but she literally just found out she was pregnant. Like, wouldn't you be worried to send your friend who just found out she was pregnant all around the world? I'd be worried. The fuck? Okay, who else is in it? Tammy. Y'all, Tammy is my girl, even though sometimes she got on my nerves, okay? Her and Rick, they didn't ever really have any issues until he found out he had cancer, and then he finally told her he had cancer, and then he went to, and then Zane found him a new doctor, and the new doctor was like, yeah, girl, he finna die, and then they found another new doctor, and that new doctor from Alaska was like, oh, yeah, girl, he just has stage 2, like, he's gonna be fine, we're just gonna go in and take out a little bit of the tumor from the bone cancer, and then he should be good, and put some metal in his ass, okay? And I was like, oh shit, like I thought he was gonna die from cancer, bitch. No, he died in surgery, and I was like, oh my god. And when they said Tammy was sobbing, I was sobbing. I was literally sitting there sobbing, reading this book because Ricky thought he really was finna meet his daughter, and well, he didn't meet his daughter, but she ended up. Oh, let me talk about this. Before when she found out that he had cancer, and he was getting real sick, why the fuck was your first decision was to have another child? For what reason? Why would you want to have 2 kids and you're by yourself, 2 kids under 2, your man dying, or he's gonna be dead? Like, what sense did that make when you decided, oh, I want to have another child? Girl, what? Maybe it was a heat, like in the moment, but it wasn't a very smart decision for me. Anyways, Ricky ends up dying. I keep calling him Ricky, and his name is Rick. Ricky ends up dying, and I was bawling my eyes out. Like, I had to like I was like crying like silently because my husband was sleeping next to me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's the saddest shit ever. And she was grieving, and I was just like, girl, I'll pray for you, girl. I'll pray for you. And she was pregnant with a second child, and then she ends up in this little thingamajig a couple of months after her husband died, and he was a driver or some shit. He owns his own business, whatever the fuck. His name was Latrell. And girl, get your dick. But I'm still like, what's the timeline? Like, when you start fucking with him, how long was this man in the ground? Was he getting the ground for a year, or was he in the ground for a couple of months? Because I understand moving on, but bitch, a couple of months? The love of your life? What's going on here? This is for both purposes. This is fictional. Let me shut the hell up. Let me shut up. This is fictional. But still, like, I had questions. Like, how long before you started messing with this man? Because she was trying to hold back her feelings and all that stuff. And he basically told her, like, girl, I love you. You love me. Like, stop it. But I'm trying to figure out how long after you buried your man before you started falling in love with the next nigga. I'm just really trying to figure it out. Like, I'm trying to understand it, but maybe it's not for me to understand. Okay, and also, Tammy mama is a crackhead, and Tammy went through a lot of trauma as a young child because of her mother being on drugs. And Big Mama, I'm not gonna hold you. Tammy really did need to put her in her place because Big Mama was doing a little bit too fucking much. And she continued to do too much even after finding out why Tammy couldn't stand that her mama. And I feel like Big Mama was overstepping so many motherfucking boundaries. I feel like, girl, you should have just. Your granddaughter says she don't want to talk to her mama. Leave it, motherfucking be. You want to be Captain Save a Hoe and think you gonna save your child from being a crackhead? So motherfucking be it. But stop trying to put your child, your grandchild, through the same shit. Stop trying to put your grandchild through something that she's already been through. She's lived through it. Why are you trying to force her in a relationship with her mama? Yeah, you only have one mother, but that one mother is causing you pain. Why would you try to force somebody to continue in a dysfunctional and toxic relationship? That doesn't make sense. Just because you decided you want to keep yourself with something like that doesn't mean you should force someone else to be in a relationship like that. And I think that Big Mama was overstepping. And I think that Big Mama needs to stay in her motherfucking business. Period. If Tammy told you one time she don't want to have anything to do with her mother, that is it, and that is all. Stop trying to push it, especially after you heard about the reason why she can't stay in her mom, and you still over here talking about some you should get in a relationship with your mother. Lady, if you don't leave me alone, for real, I'm holding on to you. I'm being respectful because I love you and I have a little bit of respect for you, but you keep pushing me, bitch, and your ass gonna get cursed out. Be my murder now. So yeah, that's how I feel about the whole situation with Tammy. Um, Back to Jonathan. He ended up going to Jonathan is Monet's abusive, not Monet. Yeah, Monet's abusive baby daddy. He ends up getting 10 years in the third book or fourth book, one of them. And I'm secretly hoping that somebody, because he killed somebody from drunk driving, I'm secretly hoping somebody like lets them know that he raped and used to abuse his ex-girlfriend. Because the crazy thing is, he calling Monet talking about something, I want to be in a relationship, I want to have a relationship with my son. Sir, ain't nobody bringing no baby up to no prison to see your stupid ass. Now you want to be in his life. Talk about have a blessed day. Keep fucking with me. You gonna meet the maker real quick. Over here abusing me, and then you gonna think you call the shots? No, that's not how that works, baby boy, at all. Be happy your mama got a relationship with him. Thinking I'm gonna take my son up there? Absolutely not. You'll see him when you get out. If you get out, bye. The fuck? Over here going scream and shout at me, talking about something. I want to see my son. Don't piss me off at all. Back to Tammy, Ricky mama over here trying to get money out of this lady settlement from her husband from the malpractice of the last two doctors before that lady that did the surgery on him ended up killing him. I would have sued her ass too, but that's neither here nor there. Because I really think he really was worse. He was bad. He was at stage 4, and she tried to do some holistic bullshit, but that's neither here nor there. Ricky's mama over here basically trying to blackmail this lady, sending family members to get money, and it's like, ma'am, you don't like that girl, and you trying to force her to give you money. First of all, made up a fake will. Talk about she was supposed to get some of his money and all that, and they had to talk about it, blah blah blah. And it's like, you better be lucky I ain't put your ass in jail for fraud. Because you over here with this fake shit, fake letter. You better hope I better be happy I ain't calling the police. Police. You better be happy I ain't calling them. Okay? Disrespectful as hell over here. I wouldn't even let her see my kids. Sorry, not sorry. And both of the sisters bully they men. That's why I realized Monette and Moet, they bully their men to do what they want them to do. And it's kind of disgusting. And when I was reading it, I was like, what? Like, if they don't get what they want, they'll bully them into doing what they want. And it's like, yikes. Like, not only are they immature, but they also bully the men to do what they want. And when they don't do what they want, they'll, like, give them silent treatment or be nasty and rude to them. And it's like, girl, what is wrong with you? That's supposed to be your man. Why is you treating him like that? What is wrong with you? Essence and this nigga, Set. First of all, Essence is another. She came in on the third book, I believe. Essence and Set came in the third book. Why the fuck was this man calling his own child a godchild? Because he didn't tell his girlfriend that the baby he claimed his best friend baby was his godchild was actually his child, and he was bringing that heifer and the baby around his girlfriend, and he fucked the girl whilst his girlfriend was upstairs sleeping. The way I would have aired out that motherfucking condo, penthouse, whatever the fuck it was. Wait. And then once Essence peeped and was upset about it, he was like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have lied, yada, yada, yada. Sorry, I'm looking for my lip gloss. I shouldn't have lied, yada, yada, yada. Girl, fuck you in that motherfucking bitch. Quite frankly. Because you lied in my face after you wouldn't claim me, okay? At all. He wouldn't claim her. They were in public. And then over here talking about this bitch is your best friend, yet you dicking her down. What type of best friend is that? And then when I was like, you ripping and running for this bitch like this is your child, and you told me that's not your child, and I'm being delusional, just to turn out everything that I was saying was true. Oh, your car, all your windows will be bashed in, all your tires flat, except for one. Clothes bleached. Fuck with me. Nair in your in your shampoo, your all in one, cause y'all men use all in one, so your all in one with Nair in it. Baby, don't play with me. So she finally leaves him and she meets another man. His name is Kamari, and he's a basketball player. Seth, by the way, is a boxer, and Zane is also a boxer. Okay. After she decides to leave Seth, she meets Kamari. Anyway, she ends up getting pregnant by Kamari. They had broke up for briefly, got back together. It's not much I need to talk about their relationship because, I mean, yeah. For a brief second, they said she does nails. And then she decided, no, she was going to do nails. She was going to be somebody's assistant, um, personal assistant. So she became an assistant. And she told this man she was going to put her career before him, and he was fucking up her career. Ends up pregnant, ends up crying back to him. They get back together. Sept ended up overdosing on cocaine, and she was his emergency contact. So she went back to see him and basically told him, don't ever, like, you need to leave me alone because you're in my past and I'm not ever getting back with you. You need to go over there and be with your daughter and your baby mama, period. Leave me alone with my new man. And that's on that, period. So that's them. Y'all, the fourth one, I was hurry up trying to get through. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It was a lot. It was a lot going on, but I was ready to get it over with because they was getting on my nerves, and it was just a lot of unnecessary between adults, and these women were putting these men through a lot, but the men were also allowing things that they shouldn't have been allowing, to be quite honest. They brushed a lot of things off that they should have nipped in the butt immediately, and Moet and Monet would have acted accordingly, but because they're men, allow them to act the way they act, they're going to continue to act how they want to act. And their children are going to act the same way. And I feel like y'all shouldn't nip that in the butt. The same way with Tammy and her girls. And then she ended up pregnant again with Latrell baby, and it was a little boy. And it was like every woman in this book besides Big Mama and Moet's mama and Tammy's mama, the grown adults basically, everybody was getting pregnant. Everybody was having a baby, giving baby to men, giving babies to men that they're with. And it's crazy. Is this really what's going on? Let me let me not act like I don't know what's really going on out there. I let me shut the hell up because I don't have any kids. I'm 30, about to be 31, and I don't have any kids. And I don't know what I would do if I had children by any of the men that I was with at the time when I was younger. Okay, even though I met my husband, I was real young. I met him not real young, but I was like 22 when I met him. And having a child, even at that age, it would be too much. And it's just like, you get a baby, you get a baby, you get a baby. And it's like, y'all, ain't know what, this is the same thing with the last book I was reading. Everybody was getting pregnant. Like, nobody heard about condoms, birth control, nothing. Y'all just out here just slinging raw pussy. Okay, and y'all be in relationship. Y'all was in a relationship with these men for like 2 seconds, and then y'all end up pregnant. Like, what the fuck is going on? All of y'all are fertile as a motherfucker. What is y'all drinking? Where's y'all eating? What's going on? Let me know so I don't do it. Like, oh my gosh, it's too much, too much. Anyway, that's what I read about. That's what I think about the book. The book was a lot going on. However, if you've read this book before, comment down below and tell me what you think about it. What was your thoughts on it? What's your favorite part? Who's your favorite character? Do you agree with me? If you have not read it, why did you get to this part of the video and hear all these spoilers about these characters when you could have read it and then came back and watched it? So obviously, if you have not read it, go read it and come back, I guess, and tell me what you think of it. That's all I got for y'all today for this series, B.A.E, before anyone else. Who child? It's just why. It's just everybody had a baby